So a lot to about this game, and here we go. It's the rising Cowboys, while Manly welcomes back a champion. Super Saturday, and it's Jordan McLean who's first to hit it up. The Manly Seagulls just outside the top 8. The Cowboys just did. Oh, ferocious defence on Nane. Koff Sipley involved in the tackle. Jake Simpkin as well. There's Taumalolo. His front row position now. It's fairly regular that he fills that role. Heelan Lukey on tackle number 4. So hard work here for the hosts. Cotter running into Brooks. Cotter gets by him briefly, but a wonderful opening defensive set from the Manly Seagulls. Drinkwater. And that's going to be pretty easy here for Tommy Talau. Who scored 4 tries in a game not that long ago.
Well, he'd be happy with the physical nature that they came with their opening defensive set. Anthony Seibold. Tolu Kola hits one up. He's the fullback tonight, Kola.
Only the second time this year, Kola, when he's filled that role, his numbers have been fantastic over the 6 games that he has been the Manly number 1. Short side play here for Cherry Evans. They're already to halfway. Olakau'atu running very wide, making mincemeat of the defence. This is so encouraging here for Manly.
Well, straight over the top of Val Holmes there. Amoli Olakau'atu.
Now it's Simpkin. On it goes for Aloiai, back from suspension. Manly will be kicking from relatively close range. And Cherry Evans putting it up. Saab's got the height, and it bounces back, and it's 6 more tackles as Garrick will play the ball. Great chance this for the Seagulls. Double zero. Sounds like a roulette table. Now it comes out here from Brooks to Ben Trebojevic. Centre field, the Manly Seagulls. Both sides know how to score points. Comes back here for a one-out run until that offload. As Sipley finding Cherry Evans. Back for Brooks, stopping and straightening. So Manly here, pouring on the pressure. Comes to Cherry Evans. Short ball, Olakau'atu. Great defence. Just holding on, Dearden and Holmes. Oh, Cherry Evans, magnificent pass. Jason Saab scores. But Cherry Evans contorts that around the corner. That's wonderful stuff for Manly.
Well, that is as good a pass as you'll ever see. Daly Cherry Evans there throwing it behind a Cowboys defender. Jason Saab up, and something they didn't do last week. Murray Talangi bounces off his chest straight into the arms of Reuben Garrick. They go centre field, but then they come back to the right. Amoli Olakau'atu goes close to scoring, throws the dummy, sneaks in behind Murray Talangi, and delivers a pass out to Jason Saab. That is very clever from Daly Cherry Evans.
It's shades of Andrew Johns to Danny Badiris in an origin back in 05.
Had to straighten up through the dummy. Murray Talangi in off his wing to shut it down, but Cherry Evans just too smart.
And it backs up what has been an awesome start from the Seagulls.
Well, big defensive set to start the game, Dan, and the Cowboys were kicking just outside their 30. Set restart gave the Manly side some tackles. Jake going off his head there. Jake Trebojevic laying down the law.
So Jason Saab hasn't been in the try so much this year. Number 5 for the season. Reuben Garrick. 70% this year. He's only made 1 of his last 6, and it's a tough one to start his night. And that one looks pretty good. It looks great. It's a perfect start from the Seagulls. 6 points to 0. So Jason Saab with the try. Let's go down to the sideline for the first time and say hello to you, Brent Tate.
Good evening, Dan. Yeah, beautiful conditions up here in North Queensland. 22 degrees. They've had a couple of showers this afternoon, but the ground looks really nice. I thought it was going to be a little bit tricky, but there's a slight breeze behind the Cowboys back. It's been a huge weekend of sport here in Townsville. We've had the V8s and the Laurie Spina Shield, which is 67 under-11 teams from all over Queensland. So a really healthy, loud crowd in here. Looking forward to this one.
NRL makes a good habit of that, programming the Cowboys on that Laurie Spina weekend. A real energy about this crowd at the moment, although many silenced those opening moments. Toff Sipley for Manly here. Oh, Aloiai puts it down, and the Cowboys gifted a chance.
Oh, you got to be better than that. Manly score a try. Couldn't have started the game any better. Big defence, great attack. They get to 6-0, and then second play off the kickoff, Aloiai, who returns from suspension for this one, puts the ball down and gives the Cowboys, well, a golden opportunity to square things up.
One of the better attacking teams, North Queensland. In fact, they're ranked third in that department, nearly 25 points a game. And now they get their first opportunity here with 4 on the right and 2 on the left. And it goes to the side with 2. Val Holmes, tough start of the night as he works it up. Taulagi jumping into dummy half as it comes out here to Jordan McLean. He's having a very good season. Robson for Taumalolo. Footwork. It's straight into Jake Trbojevic. Covering is Aloiai. Townsend. Nene, great read Brooks. And then the pass finds Tommy Talau for Manly. Skips away. Then he links up with Kohler. Now he's quick, but he can't skip away. Although on a second attempt, he's back over halfway.
Oh, big play there. Tommy Talau coming up with a pass from the Cowboys. Kohler gets it over halfway, and they're back on the attack, Manly.
And the slippery conditions there showing themselves. Brooks taking a tumble. Another former Tiger in Simpkin. Toff Sipley. Third game in a row he's starting for Manly. Brooks. Inside ball, and it almost opens up for Aloiai. Simpkin. Brooks on the right now. He's everywhere at the moment. Luke Brooks finding Garrett. 2-on-2. Garrett tries to fashion one now. Did that come off Taulagi? Waiting for the signal from Todd Smith here. And it is going to be a Cowboys play the ball. A straight-up Manly error.
Really wasn't on, was it? I can understand Reuben Garrick. He tries to get on the outside there of Val Holmes. Thinks that he does. Murray Taulagi holds his ground, then comes back in. Comes back in to give Val Holmes a bit of a hand with the defence on Reuben Garrick. He just pushed the ball out and it went straight to ground. A couple of errors now from both sides. But enterprising stuff from Manly. They caught the Cowboys short at marker and on the inside there with the ball to Aloiai.
That's their game, isn't it? They will never die wondering, the Seagulls. There's Taulagi just barely over the 30-metre line here. North Queensland with Townsend almost putting Nene through it. It's well held here by Ben Trbojevic. Back for Drinkwater. Now Taumalolo on the burst. Oh, driven back here. Fearsome defence of the Seagulls. But offside Manly. So the Cowboys will go again. Robson back now to Jordan McLean. No possibility of an offload. With Dearden. Finding Drinkwater. Turning it in. Settler here. Helam Luki plays it on the third. Back for Taumalolo. Seeing a lot of it early. The chance they hand the Cowboys in this set as Dearden escapes Simpkin. Then gets it on to Nene. Steps inside Brooks. Inside! Townsend puts it down. And a try has been butchered. Oh, they did the hard work. They couldn't finish it.
Yeah, Chad Townsend. Nothing wrong with the pass then from Nene. Very hard to tackle, but you've got to be better than that, Jake Simpkin. Big foot, big step, right foot from Nene on Luke Brooks there, and that should have been a Cowboys try. We should have been 6-all. Perfect angle here to just look at what was facing Chad Townsend. There wasn't even a touch from the inside. It was just a cold drop from Chad.
Dear oh dear, you can see the threat Nane's already providing. NRL.com/tickets right across until round 27. We've got some cracking games on the way. This is a terrific competition. It looks like we're going to have a wall of teams competing for those final spots in the top 8. Jason Saab, the first try scorer. And what has been a fantastic Super Saturday. That game in Sydney was absolutely gripping, the Bulldogs-Warriors game, and then points galore at Leichhardt. Now it comes across here to Garrick. Garrick, who's been in the centres all year, first year as a full-time Manly centre. Olakau'atu has got them backpedaling. He's causing the Cowboys some problems.
A bit slow up on the outside there, and Olakau'atu spotted the space and went straight for it.
Oh,
Leaders.
Set restart late in the count. So Manly will get another chance.
And again, off the quick play the ball, Alloy A makes a good 15 metres.
So Manly dominant here. You know who we haven't seen? Tom Trbojevic. Simple. Out of games. Brooks. Oh, slipping there, Kohler. And fortunate there, Violay, not to accidentally clip Kohler high.
As the scrum was being packed down the other end of the field, he was getting that right knee strapped up. Tolu Kohler.
So Manly here on tackle 4. The right side's where they scored their first try. And Dearden comes up trumps. Terrific tackle on Olakau'atu. Last. There he is, Tom Trbojevic roaming. Now miscuing the grubber, and Cotter cleans it up. And that might answer a question about Tom. He's going to be basically anywhere he pleases.
Yeah, you would think Anthony Seibold, he wouldn't restrict him staying out on the side of the field that he's parked down the left there. He'll bob up everywhere, which is what he did whenever he's played in the centres.
He's played 2 games at this ground, and he scored hat-tricks both times. One for Manly, one for New South Wales, Tom Trbojevic. But it's the Cowboys now working it up. Plenty of chunks coming out of this surface. The rain playing a part here, even though it has gone away for now. Kohler with Townsend first up to meet him. First meeting between these sides this year. The last time they met late last year at Brookvale, 4 Pines Park, North Queensland winning that night. Very good record though against the top 8 this year. Manly better record against the top 8 than the bottom 9. Going up the middle here. Cherry Evans from well inside the 40, but looking for distance more than direction. Now, is it going to hold? Is it going to hold? You bet it is. Might be one of these nights for Daly Cherry Evans. He's already set up one try.
Wasn't that a great kick from Cherry Evans? Drinkwater pushing to the left touch line. He split the winger and the fullback there. Finds the in goal.
Talungi with a bit of space. Steps inside Garrick. Oh, coming from the inside. Crucial. Olakau'atu.
Yeah, ball movement from the Cowboys out of their own end. And came up with some good meters there.
Now McLean. Townsend tries to get on the outside of Brooks. The floater, given the all clear. Feldt with the kick. Townsend, if he's onside, it's a great try. Townsend under the bar. Butchered one a couple of minutes ago. Now he's got one. And there's 5K for Try July. And the North Queensland Cowboys, they're back in business.
Well, that was great footy from the Cowboys because Manly, off the back of the Daly Cherry Evans kick, had them pinned down just outside their try line. The pass from Townsend was a beauty out to Kyle Feldt. He just pulled up on his run just so he was signalling inside to Kyle Feldt for the kick. He just pulled up on his run to make sure he was onside. He looked okay. Great ball. Cutting out 2 of the Cowboys over the head of Tommy Talau. And Kyle Feldt often gets these situations right. He's a great all-rounder, Kyle Feldt. There's not much he can't do. He gets the kick perfect, and Townsend, who spilled a pass off Nane only moments ago, takes that one.
I would think this would be one of the great feelings, knowing you just let your team down, were costing your team a try, but then making up for it pretty much immediately.
They put together a very good set, didn't they? They moved the ball out of their own end. Murray Taulagi with the footwork, got them on the front foot. They then came back to the right-hand side. And Townsend realised that Manly defenders were in tight. They were jammed in. Kyle Feldt was open down that right touchline.
Coming in, this felt like the game that could be a real shootout, and nothing from the first 14.5 minutes would suggest otherwise. It is 6 points all. North Queensland and Manly.
Brandy, you said it before, the Cowboys' willingness to spread the ball early in the tackle count is really moving this Manly defence around, and that man Chad Townsend with the cutout pass has been such a great signing for this club. He's been the calming influence over the last 3 years, and obviously he's leaving at the end of the year, but he's going to have a huge influence running into the back end of this season.
Yeah, Tatey, you're right. He was absolutely huge for them in 22, and there was a lot of questions asked whether the Cowboys had done the right thing by bringing Chad back, who was moved on from the Sharks. The Warriors he was at wasn't killing it over there, and all of a sudden he was at the Cowboys and played a big part, almost got them to a grand final a couple of years ago.
And off we go again. With Feldt straight into two of the Trbojevic boys. Nene inside Ben Trbojevic. He looks sharp tonight, Nene. Out it comes to Cotter. Tamarolo, a decoy of sorts. Now it comes back to Tamarolo. Oh, this is a terrific run and a good set. Following points. Robson. McLean. Get it beyond halfway. Final play for Townsend. Putting that one up here. And it's going to be the winger, Talau, who takes it, but he's got nowhere to go. Textbook set from the North Queensland Cowboys.
Manly, it was a great start from them. In the opening 5-10 minutes, it was all Manly. And I guess if Todd Payton could pull his side in right now, he'd say, boys, we're playing some great footy, but the errors are costing us as it stands. So just trying to get through their sets now, and they get to the end of that off the back of points.
Yeah, 5 from 8 their completions after that completion, North Queensland. Saab. Comes into Aloye. Not so much adventure here for Manly, even though they're just happy to ruck that out. This is Murray Taulagi. Working it to the middle here, so a couple of conservative sets in a row. It comes here to Feldt. Greatest try scorer in Cowboys history. What an opportunity the Cowboys have here built on this winning run they've had. This starts a run tonight, 6 of 7 games here in Townsville. It's an extraordinary run into the finals.
The good thing about the Cowboys, or for the Cowboys, is the fact that they've still got 2 buys up their sleeve.
Now, Drinkwater floating, Cotter. Wonderful pass as it comes back here from Drinkwater to McLean into the open. There's Nene, forward pass, and Nene is denied his customary try. Well, it was a front rower in the clear, and the final pass has floated forward.
Well, it wasn't a long pass either, and I've got to be honest, when he threw the pass, I thought it was okay. But the referee, Todd Smith, in a great position there. Well, he couldn't have been in a better spot, and he's at a better angle than we are. But a missed opportunity there. He ran straight past Trbojevic, and Talau, Nene got himself into a position to receive the ball.
We shouldn't laugh at the coaches, but that's quite the reaction.
I can understand the reaction from Todd Payton. It was a great offload from Reuben Cotter that got things started for the Cowboys, and all of a sudden the Cowboys are putting really good sets together, rolling through the Manly defence. 6
points all, but the Cowboys here on top at the moment, you feel. Comes to Jake Trbojevic on the books. Townsend rushed up, put a little bit of pressure on as it came out to Ben Trbojevic. Townsend there coming across to help make the tackle. This is the 6th run from Toff Sipley. Cherry Evans, again, well inside the 40. He was perfect with a kick from a similar spot earlier. This time hauled in comfortably by Feldt. And already closing in on their own 30. Vilea, the former Warrior. Had a real fist of this centre position. He's been a regular for the last couple of months. Drinkwater probing and getting an offload. Robson shoveling. Dearden a little worried by Garrick on the outside there, so just held on to it himself. Tamalolo lining up. Straight into Jake Jabojevic. Simply needed as well. Could be 6 more tackles. No. Lets Manly off the hook there.
They are coming at Manly, aren't they? The Cowboys quick play the balls right throughout that set.
So Dearden here putting it up, looking for the contest. Kohler coming across. That's off Taulagi, but it's Olakau'atu in the right position to clean that one up.
Well, the Cowboys just asking the question about who that was off.
Nathan Brown, that usually adds a spark to any game when Nathan Brown joins proceedings. Maybe they need a spark at the moment, Manly. Just slow down a little with Cherry Evans rolling out of dummy half. Coming off the bye, Manly. Haven't seen them for a couple of weeks. Garrick, some easy meters there out of dummy half. Brooks to do the kicking this time. Brooks has his best record against any club is against the Cowboys, 7-4. That one has Drinkwater backing back to take it. Midway through the first half of this game. Taulagi closed down and Griffin Neame joins the fray as Brown makes the tackle here. With Holmes. Tough start to Holmes' night, being run over by Olakau'atu. Neame looking for the quick play the ball. Jake Jabojevic not letting it happen. Tamalolo winding up. Been pumping out about 140 metres a game over the last month. Good touch. Townsend keeping the head down as he puts it high in the air. And Talau wasn't balked out of that one by Vailea. So this is Kohler. Saab working it upfield here. Working it forward. Again, haven't seen much of Tom Trbojevic, just letting this game unfold in these early stages with Nathan Brown and his 5th club over halfway here. Plenty of time here, no pressure on Cherry Evans. Saab coming through, but not really challenging Taulagi, who claims he was taken mid-air, but it's play on. And this is a man who's having his best season of first grade, Sam McIntyre, ready to come into the game. Manly scoring first, Cowboys hitting back, and 2 tries that they let slip. One off a forward pass, one off a knock on. Tamalolo and McLean coming off.
They're both very good first stints, especially Jason Tamalolo.
Allow the target. Oh, the target once again. Kohler. Oh, trying to go backwards. On the outside of the rushing defence. Manly here. A little bit of quicksand as Saab is knocked over. All of a sudden, it is really hard yakka for the visitors.
Yeah, the defensive line of the Cowboys has changed. It's stepped up the tempo in terms of getting off their line quickly. Manly not making the metres they were in the opening 15.
Back it comes from Brown. Had a little bit more about it that way. But yet again, Cherry Evans kicking. Well, it would have been from inside the 40, but he floats past it, drills it down to Taulagi. Drinkwater to have a go. And he lined them up, and he took on Brooks, and Brooks comes up with the tackle. Seventh versus 9th coming into this contest. Vailea. Griffin Neame working it forward here. Cut the errors out, the Cowboys, and that's a strong start from McIntyre. Running over the top of Ben Trebojevic. Comes here to Nene, a cute little chip kick. Malaya tried to body Tom Trebojevic out of it. Now that's play on by Feldt. It's pretty clever with McIntyre to Robson. Now goes to Drinkwater. On the last, it's with Dearden. That kick is off Cherry Evans, but cleaned up fortuitously by Garrick.
Well, a little bit messy. When it got out to Scott Drinkwater there, I thought he would have taken the defence on, or certainly threatened the defence before he passed the ball, but he was happy just to shovel it out, and the kick from Dearden ricocheting off a Manly defender. Garrick looking to get a quick play, the ball denied.
It feels like an eternity since we've had a stop and play here. We have not had a single penalty, and it's been a while since we've had an error. Fatigue, surely, will play its part shortly in this game as Bullimore. Here's the man hitting it up here. And Cherry Evans places it perfectly. Drinkwater can't get back behind the goal line. Oh, just went up the gears there, but well handled by Brooks. There's Feldt now, wrapped up by Bullimore. Robson on to Vailea. All the errors from the Cowboys have disappeared. Driving. 14 and a half to go in this first half. McIntyre. Last and yet another set complete here from the Cowboys. They're putting them together now. And Saab, a little easier than the Cowboys would have been hoping. Working it into the defence.
Well, a couple of changes there for Manly. Bullimore on, and also Carl Lawton giving Josh Alloy a spell. So the fatigue you're talking about, Dan, obviously Anthony Seibold's realised that a couple of his middles are getting a bit tired.
Loose pass from Tom Trebojevic. No harm done though. Nicola has nowhere to go. Oh, an extravagant dummy. And that was Griffin Neame almost ran over. So on the last, it comes out to Brooks. Goes low trajectory. And Feldt does it nonchalantly. Oh, starting to wilton. Oh, Ben Trebojevic run over again, and that one's left him on the ground. They are making Ben a target tonight, the Cowboys, and that one, he got up gingerly, and the Cowboys there almost made an error, but Drinkwater straight to ground.
He was a bit groggy after that one, Ben Trebojevic. Got the forearm or the hip of one of the Cowboys attackers.
Potter, early ball, McIntyre taking on Brooks. Shakes him off briefly, McIntyre. Feels like this is about 14 or 15 sets in a row since we've had a break. The high one here from Townsend. And they let Taulagi catch it. And the plan for Manly is successfully accomplished there.
You're right. Just continually sides turning it over on the fifth. Manly have been working it out of their own end. Field position battle just slightly leaning towards the Cowboys.
6 points apiece. Lightning quick start for Manly, but the Cowboys territorially dominated most of the first half, you'd have to say, as Bullimore charging into them. Now Carl Lawton will be a Cowboy next year. That's an excellent play, the ball. Brooks now. Tom Trebojevic with his first real chance to run. Went away from Connor, but not Robson. Brooks.
He wants a breather.
Corkscrewing that one into touch. No scrums anymore though, Brandy, so that old tactic Evans at least slows them down for a few seconds.
It does, just lets them make their way into the middle of the field, Dan, and the Cowboys are in no rush for a quick play the ball.
That might be the longest stretch we've had all season without a break in play.
Welcome back, Tom.
in humid conditions as well, on a deck that's a little soggy, makes it even more difficult.
It might be one of the longest cycles we've seen in the game this year. They're all doing it tough at the moment.
This is the sort of fatigue you'd see late in the second half of the game. Brent Tate down to you on the sideline.
Yeah, I'm just watching the Cowboys setting up on this right-hand side attack. I think they're going to really target Tommy Trbojevic. I've just been watching him defensively a couple of times and struggling to read. Obviously not familiar with that position, but I think there might be some joy down that side for them.
Oh, I think, yeah, they have seemingly, when they've been on the attack, gone to the Nane side, which is the side Trbojevic is working with his brother, Luki, chopped down. Another Cowboys set completed. Townsend. Not much pressure on the kickers, really, from either side tonight so far. Kohler.
Well, he threw the torpedo up then, Chad Townsend. Kohler did well.
That's Jason Saab. Long ball for Brooks. And Tom Trbojevic back to the middle. With Cherry Evans. Almost inside. Oh, Val Hobbs knocks down Tolu Kohler. Cherry Evans laboured out there trying to fool the Cowboys defenders. Brown gets an offload. Brooks exploring. Brooks with the offload that's well taken by Bullimore. McIntyre there cleaning it up. Bullimore stays down briefly. Cherry Evans drilling a kick. And now it's his turn to put the ball into touch.
It's not a bad play from Cherry Evans, both him and Brooks. Just realising, you see Cherry Evans throw it out the back to Tolu Kohler, and Val Holmes is a great mover when he's got the ball in his hands, but that also means he's got great timing and balance, and that's what you need to pull off a hit like that. Read it perfectly and pulls off a big shot there on Tolu Kohler.
Sort of Manly have the energy to really muster something in defence here to try and put some pressure on.
But we'll see what happened when they just passed the ball. Just a little bit of ball movement just opened up the Cowboys' defence. They've been very one out. I know they're coming out of their own end, but a little bit of ball movement, an offload, bit of second phase play just to break open the defence, move it around a bit.
Harrison Edwards, that man in 15 onto Dearden. Here's Drinkwater, the double pump, cuts them open. Now he's away. He's got foul on the outside, but the pass is loose. And they throw another one away, the Cowboys.
Well, he had two on his outside, but Val Holmes was the man, the intended receiver, I'm sure, of that pass. Went straight past him to Reuben Garrick.
What a
Murray Taulagi was on the outside of him. That was another butchered chance. They've dropped one. Chad Townsend over the line. Just watch Drinkwater in the replay box. Reuben Garrick too wide, too far out in front for Val Holmes, and just not hard enough to reach Murray Taulagi.
Nice take by Garrick. He was the man that was swept past there along with Cherry Evans by Drinkwater, but again, nothing to show for it, the Cowboys.
It just shows you how dangerous he can be on that edge. Drinkwater.
There'll be no going for the touchline here from Cherry Evans. Drinkwater. Looking at Bullimore, around him, around Brooks, now giving it on the top. Oh! Accidental coat hanger, that one from Brooks. And that's a pretty easy penalty there for Todd Smith to blow the first penalty of the night.
We'll see what the Cowboys can make of this. Easy out of their own end with a high shot there from Luke Brooks.
Tom off agree.
A little bit of claret on the nose, so he didn't miss him.
He got upstairs there, Brooks.
I thought he just hung the arm out, but he got it going a bit. There was a bit of force in it, and he might be lucky that he stayed on the field.
Penalty only. Here comes the Vaseline there for Kyle Feldt.
Luke, on report.
It is now on report, so the bunker has decided it is worthy of a report. No sin bin, though.
Well, big 7 minutes coming up here. Scoreline 6 apiece.
It's already been chanced this year for a careless high tackle. Wasn't that long ago either. Now it's Dearden onto Ewan Lukey. Great to see him get an uninterrupted stretch of games. With McIntyre feeding it on to Neem, who claims he's been taken high.
Still finding his way here on Lukey after, and players come back at different stages, different lengths of recovery. But the knee reconstruction out all of last season.
This is tackle one off that set restart as Holmes gets inside Benjabovic, gets past Ethan Bullimore. Oh, they've got the pass, which is put down by Robson. Manly off the hook.
Very close to him, wasn't it? Robson was only half a metre away from him when he flipped that ball up and probably came a little hard. Butchered an opportunity there to work their way down into the Manly end of the field.
It comes across from the halves of Otacola. And guess who? Tom Dearden makes the tackle.
Hasn't he made some great legs tackles tonight so far?
Bullimore has been busy since coming into the game. Luke for Brown. Ball playing. Jake Trbojevic. McIntyre down low. Manly haven't had many chances. Certainly not of late as Cherry Evans getting it on. Tolu Kola on to Garrick. Here's Saab and he's over. Saab contorts his way over the line and grounds it. And Todd Smith is going to send this upstairs as a try. Saab not convinced. It did appear as though he may have just slammed that one down.
I'm pretty sure he's got the ball down, Dan. It was a fantastic put down, but there were some great passes on the inside. Tolu Kola just getting on the outside of Tom Dearden, dragging in Val Holmes, and then quick hands from Ruben Garrick. Watch it front on. Garrick's hands, beautiful. Quick off there to Jason Saab. Swings around, gets it down. No doubt. Try confirmed already. And Manly come up with points off the back of a good set. Cowboys error. Turned the ball over. And we said it was going to be a big final 7 minutes after the scores were locked at 6-all. And Manly make it count.
If the Cowboys had been a little more clinical, they could be miles ahead at the moment. But it's Manly now with the lead. Very much, you'd have to say, against the run of play.
Well, you're right, what you said about Manly. Manly have had very few opportunities down this end of the field, most of the first half coming off their own line and just working it to halfway for Cherry Evans or Brooks to put a kick in. The Cowboys' error, which they had cut out for most of the second half, came at an untimely moment. Turnover, the drop ball from Reece Robson.
Well, he's already got one from basically this spot, Ruben Garrick. 5 in from touch. And that's pretty encouraging. Oh, that's straight down the middle. The Seagulls up by 6. 12 points to 6. That's Lehigh Hopewadi there just on screen. Interesting if and how he is used. He's got the 14 on his back. And as we look at it again, it's some beautiful play from Manly. This is the first try with a delectable pass.
And what a start it was from the Manly Seagulls defensively, and then with the ball, Cherry Evans throwing a great ball out to Jason Saab, and then Ruben Garrick out to that man again. He gets over the top of Scott Drinkwater and does enough to get the ball down. 4 minutes to go, Manly in front 12-6.
So first half double for Jason Saab. From the Seabold looks rather concerned, doesn't he? 12-6, they're up.
It's a long way to go, Dean.
Long way to go, and they've had some leads this year. Their fans will know well about that, but they must be delighted with this to absorb a fair bit from the Cowboys and have the lead. So Bullimore to get things going here. Inside the last 4 minutes of this first half. Jake Trbojevic. Brown. And then when he comes into games, things change. And certainly brought an energy, didn't he? Ben Trbojevic obviously got the all clear from that head knock he copped earlier. He's hitting it up here. Brown again with some ball playing. Cherry Evans, the floater out in front of Saab. Saab now burns away from Holmes. Olakau'atu on the inside. They've passed. Now it's Manly's turn to throw one away.
You can challenge. No, you can't.
And Todd Smith,
Well, he said you could challenge, and then he retracted that very quickly and said, no, you can't. It was a forward pass. Great ball movement out of their own end. It's something that the Cowboys did early in the half. Cherry Evans, brilliant pass. And look, just Jason Saab.
Isn't that a delight when he's in the clear? The pass not so delightful.
No, the pass not delightful. I wonder how many times Jason Saab practices that at training, running at full speed and throwing a ball back on the inside and getting it right.
That might be decisive in the final wash-up. Can you imagine? They should have been up 10 or 12 at half-time.
At the break, that could be crucial. You're right. Jumping in with a 10 or 12-point lead.
And the former Bulldog Edwards moved here to Townsville earlier this season. Plenty of games here at the Cowboys in the top grade, and he was all over it in the first part of the game. Nice offload here. And Townsend's going to be felled. Up to the Clive Churchill studio at half-time, and that's been a terrific Saturday. As Dearden getting it on. Drinkwater, he showed it to Holmes, used him as a decoy. Holmes was crying for it.
Well, a bit of panic there in the Manly defensive line when he gets the ball out wide. Scott Drinkwater.
It's a flat-footed McIntyre onto Townsend, the fifth play. Murray delaying the pass via layup. Doesn't trouble the defence here. With Tom Trebojevic making the tackle and Brooks in cover. Last play. And that one here is aimed for Talau. Here comes Feldt. Oh, he got up there, but he couldn't haul it in. And now Todd Smith just letting this play out briefly.
First Cowboys going to bring it out 10 for a handover.
A 10-metre handover.
He went very close to pulling that out of the hands of Tommy Talau, didn't he? Looked like he'd swung around, and under the high ball, there's not many better that win a contest. Actually pulled it too hard, flew straight out of his hands.
So Manly here, one decent set away from holding onto a lead at half-time. Garrick wanting a penalty there, not coming. Bullimore. Cherry Evans on to Brooks. No real adventure here, but there's still a couple of plays for Manly, and Nathan Brown, like what he saw up the middle. And this here shapes as their last chance in this first half. Cherry Evans back on the inside for Jake Trebojevic. Luke Brooks. Townsend had rushed up there. Brooks with a grubber, and a grubber again. Talau, and hauls it in, and does well to keep it in the field of play, but now Townsend's got it, sizes it up, and will just take the tackle. Well, exciting finish to a pretty gripping first half. High tension here in Townsville, 7th versus 9th. And Tom Trebojevic gets through the first half unscathed, and it's the Manly Seagulls who lead the North Queensland Cowboys 12 points to 6, thanks to that man's double, Jason Saab. So here we go, 40 minutes left. Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Ethan Bullimore came on midway through the first half, and he gets things going here. Trebojevic might be used sparingly in Origin, but for Manly, he's played all but 18 minutes in the games that he has been part of. Ben Trebojevic now. Saab with both Manly tries, and Chad Townsend with the Cowboys 4-pointer. Cowboys twice this year have come back from a half-time deficit to win as Bullimore shakes off one, then another, then a third.
You mentioned Bullimore in the first half, Dan. He's been very good over the last month coming on.
Plenty of distance here from Brooks. Drinkwater catches that safely. Manly, 4 wins, 2 losses and a draw when they've had a half-time lead. I think it's fair to say they've done their best work in first halves this year.
He's groggy now, Ben.
Now that's the second time he's gone down. First time did not get the attention of the doctor. That one looks like it will.
Is that a head clash there?
Yeah, he reeled out of the tackle by Leah, stepping towards Trebojevic and just got the shoulder right on the chin.
So he's being helped off now by the trainer as we watch this replay.
It was actually a head clash there. It was the top of Vailea's head right in the chin of Ben Trebojevic.
So Jake Simpkin will come on.
Tackle 2, make sure you don't go down some of those kicks.
And that happens,
Push up,
that
Nathan!
play happens just a minute into this second half.
Nathan, move up!
Cowboys ball.
Nathan, move!
Working
Get back,
into
Cole.
3 defenders.
Ollie!
Lukey. That's a penalty. Offside. Because Cowboys are inside their 40, that's the full penalty, not the 6 again.
Yeah, only 2 penalties so far in the game. 1 of 2 to the Cowboys as it stands. No penalties Manly's way yet.
First half, they seem to enjoy the right side, the Cowboys. That's where they appear to do most of their attack.
Well, it was the footwork of Nane that was really troubled the Manly defenders.
Eden bringing it on to Lukey, who's hard work. They're past Olakau'atu, but Cherry Evans doing enough. 20 metres away, the Cowboys. Edwards. Straight run there. Here comes to Dearden. On for Townsend. Townsend for Lukey. Oh, well handled this time. There's Olakau'atu, his opposite number, makes a strong tackle. 2 plays left. Oh, Neem puts it down. And now, look out, Kohler is away. Kohler gets past Lukey. Kohler is in the clear. They're coming at him. Tolu Kohler gets the pass to Saab. He's already got 2. He slips inside Holmes, and he gets over. That is a spectacular Manly try. Saab gets a hat trick. Kohler goes nearly the length. An extraordinary turnaround there when the Cowboys were knocking on the door.
There was a play, if they went to Drinkwater out the back before this play, I think the Cowboys scored. Chad Townsend hit the flat runner. That was Helam Lukey, and then the error by Griffin Neem couldn't have gone to a worse player for the Cowboys. Tolu Kohler streaks away. He would have got there himself. He beat Vaileia. He threw the pass to Jason Saab. It almost broke down there, but Kyle Feldt couldn't make the tackle. And Manly go 100 metres. He thought he was going to be run down, Kohler, but he was home. It was risky. The pass wasn't great out to Jason Saab, but Saab was good enough just to evade the defenders, and it was Kyle Feldt just slipping as Saab took the ball behind him. It was a risky play. Holmes misses. Kyle Feldt just can't get there, and what an incredible try. That is a rarity, isn't it? Off an error from the attacking team, the defensive team goes 96 metres to score the try.
It seems when Tolu Kohler is fullback, and we don't see it often, he has one of those types of runs every time he's got the one on his back, not necessarily off a opposition error. His 7th try assist as a fullback, and it's his 6th game as a fullback. It's a manful chase too from the Cowboys. They ran him down. Garrick again on the right side where they've done their damage tonight. That one is through. 18 points to 6. Manly with the biggest lead of the night.
Well, it's a hat trick to Jason Saab. First 2. Some great balls from Daly Cherry Evans. That one, Tolu Kohler, after running 80, throws the ball out to Jason Saab, who finishes things off. 18-6.
He'd only scored 4 tries all year, Jason Saab. He missed a chunk of the season early, but he's got 3 tonight, and that mightn't be all. Brent Tate, down to you on the sideline.
Yeah, just out of the dressing sheds at halftime, Todd Payton said he was really happy with their defence and the way they were tackling. He just wanted better communication on the edges, and especially try-line defence. Told them to be patient and outwork them. And Anthony Seibold wanted them to start this first half, second half, what they didn't end of the first half. So they've certainly done that, man. They're just kicking the corners, turn them around, and they'll get the points.
Indeed. Thank you, Brent Tate.
Well, what a bonus try. What a bonus try.
Trebojevic working it up. Brown for Lukey. With the two dummy halves in the game, he takes essentially the Bentra control, it seems, Carl Lawton. The skinny side being worked over by Brooks. Lawton first receiver. Brown. His 8th run. Cherry Evans sets himself. Yeah, that almost went through the hands there of Kyle Feldt, but holds on. Emboldened by that try. Gives them this cushion. Via layer. By Nana. PA working overtime here. The crowd, they were a little stunned, a little silent. McIntyre slipping into the tackle of Simpkin. As Drinkwater goes end over end. Kohler swallows that one up.
Just thinking about the weather and the rain at Townsville has caused the field to be slippery, but that's not a rare thing in the game this year. Like most games have been played on heavy grounds or slippery grounds.
Ooh. Heavy stuff there. Edwards and McIntyre bending. Ruben Garrick back. Bullimore again. Boy, worked hard tonight. Trying to play the ball as well. Brown out to Brooks. Nana in no man's land. Lawton wanted to get rid of it. It's called a knock on. Lawton got excited there as it was unfolding.
Unfortunate for Manly. Carl Lawton looking to get the arms free and pass back on the inside. Brooks did a nice job, as did Nathan Brown on the inside. Brooks just dragging and engaging Chad Townsend and finding some space for Carl Lawton. Yeah, apologises to his teammates. Just thought he might be able to get a pass away, and as he was looking to set himself, the ball came free.
Cowboys have come back from 10 or more down to win 3 times this year.
I don't think I find the 12-point gap at the moment too daunting.
Really not with 32 minutes left. Manly's record with leads, that's well known. Edwards, the knee, bounding into the duo of Lawton and Bullimore. Good field position here for the home side. McIntyre with footwork. Can't quite escape Jake Trbojevic. Olakau'atu there as well. Now it comes to Dearden. Here's Lukey. Well read. Garrick and Cherry Evans. A bit of help in the end too from Simpkin. Slow play the ball. Last tackle. Chip kick from Dearden. Mane allowed to take it. Oh, heavy shot brings that to a close. Tommy Talau irons out Townsend.
Half a chance if Chad gets the ball away, but Tommy Talau just gave him no time. Big defensive play there from Tommy Talau. Townsend looking to pass, maybe a kick. He was thinking just get rid of the ball. Unmarked player on the outside, but Talau comes up, trumps there with that defensive play.
Bullimore. Now Cherry Evans and Brooks. With a late pass for Olakau'atu. Oh, he got it off and eventually was taken by Kohler, but he couldn't handle it. Just a little ambitious. It's Drinkwater back to halfway.
I think Talau would have handled it if he didn't try and pass it as he was catching it. He just needed to get it in his hands and go to ground. You get away with one, you try and pull off a miracle at the end of it, and most of the time that won't come off, and now the Cowboys again a turnover on halfway from Manly.
So some of the starters coming back into the game, some of the big men like Cotton. He's Dearden with a double pump. Not fooling the defence in the middle.
Yeah, Brooks up quick just to shut down the lofted pass or the wide ball there from Dearden.
Comes to Townsend. To the 20. They open up this left side. There's McIntyre gets it first. Now to Dearden. The front man Lukey, but the front man play is well read. Last here for North Queensland. Townsend, plenty of height on this, not much distance. Feldt allowed to take it, throws it in. Vailea, desperate defence. Brooks and Tom Trebojevic close Vailea down. And that's a changeover.
It's a good battle on the edges, isn't it? With the wingers, Feldt and Murray Talangi both great in the air.
Oh, ball's come out. And Jake Trebojevic in the right place at the right time.
I had him losing it back and then grounding in goal Manly.
Yeah, Jake here seemed perturbed by something.
Well, he was thinking it came off a Cowboy. Todd Smith saying that it was just a lost ball backwards by Talau.
A helping hand there, but anyway, no challenge, and we continue. Jerry Evans is a metre over the line. Did no one see that? Here's Holmes, 20 metres out.
I didn't miss it. I wondered where he was walking. Where was he heading?
Yeah, on Faluki. Well, that's one way to make sure it gets the 10. Dearden. Cotter the decoy. Tamalolo the runner. Patient start to this set from the Cowboys. McIntyre. Cotter threatening. Cotter through. Cotter scores. And here come the Cowboys. They had to score next. And Reuben Cotter just back on the field. Powers over.
Well, they pay a big price for a couple of errors around halfway, Manly, and that's turnovers giving the Cowboys sets at their line. A mistake from Tommy Talau, the line drop out from Daly Cherry Evans, another set coming the Cowboys' way, and steps out of the tackle, Reuben Cotter of Hamoli Olakawatu. Been very good defensively, Hamoli. And the flat runner has been the preferred option for the Cowboys. Again, they use it. McIntyre to Cotter and steps out of the tackle of Hamoli Olakawatu to get it within 8 and the kick to come. Cherry Evans desperate lunge at Cotter, but the horse had bolted by that stage.
There's another 5K, try July. All for a good cause there. What's he doing? Pumping up the... What's he doing there? He's eating it. What's he eating there,
Is
Brandy?
he putting some sauce on a hot dog?
Is that what he's doing? Looked like he was pumping it up, but that wouldn't make sense. No. Maybe it's in celebration of the hot dog eating competition. What wonderful athletes they are. All right, so pretty easy kick at goal here, you would think. To make this a one-score game. There it is. It's there. 18 points to 12. And we still have 27 minutes to go. So Cotter, his second try of the year. As it all started here, this run, Jason Taumalolo. That's what got the Cowboys on the front foot.
Yeah, just got the Manly defence heading backwards, and then McIntyre, who's a very clever player. He's not your stock standard forward. He's got the ability to step and pass, and hits Reuben Cotter with a nice flat ball. And unlike Hamoli Olakawatu, rarely misses tackles like that. One-on-one with Cotter and can't make the stop.
All right, so the Cowboys now back in business. By the way, Wednesday night, great card down at Wynn Entertainment Centre in Wollongong. Sam Goodman, the headline act. It's coming up on main event. So get involved there. We've got the footballers in the ring and plenty of good fights on that card. And here's a penalty. The game has turned. The game has taken a turn here. That is just the third penalty of the night.
All going the Cowboys' way, though, and that gets them out of trouble. It's a terrific kick there. The touch finder, they'll tap it just short of the 30.
Looking for back-to-back Back-to-back drives now, the Cowboys. Cotter. Now the crowd's making some noise. McIntyre to the 20. Tamalolo looking for it. Now finding Bearden. On to Drinkwater. Can't get on the outside of the veteran Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans there using all his guile. And he slows it down nicely. It's a veteran move. Tamalolo. 10 metres away. Dearden on the left. Townsend on the right. Townsend to Drinkwater. Delaying it. Nene. 2-on-2. Deflect. Feldt's over. Feldt's in. The Cowboys' greatest try scorer gets another. And they're a kick away from tying it up.
Well, the penalty gave them the metres that they were looking for easily out of their own end. A terrific touch finder saw them take the tap just shy of the 30-metre mark. 3 tackles later, they move it to the right, and Kyle Feldt, who has scored more tries than any other Cowboy, beautifully held up there, Drinkwater, just momentarily, just to give Nanai a little space on top to Bojovic. That worried the winger of Tommy Talau, just didn't know whether to come in or stay out on his winger. Came in to make the tackle on Nanai, and always doesn't get it wrong.
He knows how to get it down. Kyle Feldt tried, confirmed quickly. Nanai with the last pass. My word, it was 18-6 only moments ago.
Back-to-back tries very quickly for the Cowboys. They'll have a kick to square things up. But Kyle Feldt is a magician. He's been doing it, well, he's been doing it longer than any other winger.
That lady in denim knew, she knows her football. She knew as soon as Kyle Feldt had it, he was over. She was up before the rest of them.
There was a period last year where he'd lost his wing spot to Semi Valemei. I think Valemei scored a hat-trick on the boo for the Cowboys last year, which saw Feldt out of the team for the first time in a decade. But fought his way back towards the end of last year and has been the first pick winger in the Cowboys lineup this season. He's having a very good year again.
24 minutes to go, but this is a big moment as Holmes from the sideline. He's better on the right side than the left. You get this one. Looks good.
Arrow straight.
Looks great. It's 18 points apiece.
That man on screen, Kyle Feldt, does one of the best highlight packages you'll ever see. Absolute veteran, putting down tries like that. Absolutely spectacular. And when the Cowboys get a glut of possession, back-to-back possession, they're so hard to stop. Brandy, they're just a wonderful team when they're clicking the gear. Their attack's amazing.
So much strike, Brent Tate, haven't they? Drinkwater out the back. The real worry for Manly has been Jeremiah Nene. He's been dangerous. Every time he's touched the ball tonight, Dan, the footwork, the speed on Nene. He's been a real handful.
And now the Demons for Manly. 4 times this year they've led by 12 and not won. 4 times. All tied up now, Nene. Brown racing up, and all of a sudden it feels like Manly realise the urgency of the situation. Racing up. Cotter. 2 tries in 3 minutes. Aloye about to rejoin. Tamalolo, he's had some second stick. Well handled here though. Very deliberate here, Drinkwater. Perhaps looking for the 40-20. Simpkin rushing up, Drinkwater running. It's not the last. So it was a gamble. He could take Drinkwater. And now the more conventional final tackle option from Townsend. Talau under it. And now it's the Cowboys who are full of running.
Well, errors in their last 3 sets mean Manly are desperate to get to play 5 and get the ball down the other end.
Bojovic, his 8th run. To really see the clear, Aloye.
Just the way the momentum of the game is going, I don't know if Manly have got the energy to defend another error.
Yeah, Brown swarmed in upon. That was Toff Sipley. running down the sideline. That's a big penalty. Manly had no momentum at all and late in the count as well.
And that's their first one of the night. Came at a vital time. Really on the back foot. Jake Trbojevic, Ethan Bullymore, both getting rests. Now, Manly spent a fair bit of the first half on the back foot when the Cowboys had the ascendancy, not scoring points, but making more metres on their sets. We'll see if they can turn things and shift momentum now.
Brown. He's Toff Sipley, the giant, back into the contest. Simpkin a dummy half. Cherry Evans on the short side. Olakau'atu threatening. Beats one, beats a second, then a third. It gets within a metre. Robson desperate. Olakau'atu still down. Now, we've got a pause in play here. Is Olakau'atu hurt, or does he think he's been illegally felled?
I don't think there was anything illegal there now. I didn't notice anything. He burst through those two Cowboys defenders with ease and almost got himself to the try line. Damaging run that from Olakau'atu.
You're good, Hamali?
Just watch how he splits the defenders. He's already done that. Drinkwater, legs tackle.
There's nothing wrong there.
No illegality there.
So 2 tackles left here, Manly. Their first chance since conceding those quick tries. On the last, it's Brooks. Cutting out 2. Colan delaying the pass. Talau in trouble. And somehow held on to by the Cowboys.
Manly then Cowboys.
It's a double knock on Manly first.
Hand over there.
So Manly underwhelming into that set.
Yeah, just didn't create that space down that left touchline for Tommy Talau. They had double lead runners with Tolu Kola out the back. But the edge defence for the Cowboys very good. Kyle Feldt stayed on his wing and pushed him into touch.
Choose 11th run. Well handled this time. Got up. Taulagi. Typical Taulagi run. Handled in the end by Brown and Garrick. 12-6 at half time. 18-6 shortly after. Townsend, well inside the 40. Doesn't really get that flush. Talau. Almost up to his 40-metre line. We've crossed the 60-minute mark of this game. Kola. Ooh, Garrick. His eyes lit up there, then he was whacked. Lungy with a strong shot. Olakau'atu. We've seen one game go to Golden Point today. We're a long way from it here, but it's all tied as Brown, line ball, and Sipley well handled. 2 plays left. Sharp play the ball. Brooks changing direction. He spotted Robson there, but Robson was up to the challenge. On the last, it comes to Cherry Evans. Places that towards the Saab wing, and up it goes, and back it goes, taken by Garrick, who's over.
Okay, Liam.
It's going up as no try, but it will get a replay.
Let me go through the process. My decision is no try. I think Jason tackles him in the air. Just make sure that's what happened. It's not a contest.
Well, we'll see, Dan. I thought Saab was going for the football. I've got no doubt he was going for the football. He's got his eyes on the footy. Well, if you're going for the football and you make contact with the man that's also playing at the footy, well, I think it's play on. You get your arms tangled
Jason
up.
Saab tackles Murray Taulagi in the air.
That's rubbish. He does not.
This is a penalty.
That is complete
Decision
rubbish.
made.
He does not tackle him. He makes contact with him. He does not tackle him. If you're going for the ball, how can you not collide with that player or make contact with the player? I don't think he pulled him down there. I don't think he pulled him down.
So an escape for the Cowboys. But it's the way Taulagi went down. That's what Whether it's right or wrong, Brandy, that's the way they've gone.
Because they collided in air and Saab had the running of play. He was in motion. Murray Taulagi was standing his ground and almost had to jump off a one-step jump. And that's because he collided with him and he had momentum going his way. That's why Taulagi went back.
No, I'm not arguing with you, but that seems to be the way they've seen it. Oh, there's a strong shot. Manly fired up. And that ball's come out. How's it come out? It's come out as a knock-on. Oh, LIA and Brown celebrate. They were celebrating before that ball was knocked on. Now all of a sudden Manly can feel it. Manly can sense it.
Fini Fuiaki just onto the field and comes up with an error. And things have just turned around in Manly's favour. And the play to Saab would be there. It is. They're not going to challenge.
15 seconds. On the clock. Let's go 10 seconds.
Well, 10 seconds. It's 30 seconds now.
Yeah, we haven't seen. Have we seen a challenge tonight? No, we haven't. And there's the buzzer we haven't heard for a while. And the ball was in the scrum. But you wouldn't believe it. Kohler puts it down on tackle one. And now it's the Cowboys exuberantly celebrating.
Oh, what a let-off. And what an error. Just after they look like wrestling things their own way, Manly come up with an error through Tolo Kohler. Fini Fuiaki feeling a lot better about things at the moment. And just fumbles the ball as he hits the ground there.
I think the Cowboys may have taken a little exception to the way the Manly side celebrated the Fini Fuiaki knock on. So now we're happy to let Manly know about it. Tense stuff here with 17 minutes to go. Nene. Kamalola. The ball on his front to get the quick play the ball. Lawton eventually gets off. Drinkwater pushing downfield.
That's a good run off the back of the Taumalolo charge.
These are lightning quick play the balls, and Vilea gets a good passage up the edge. Townsend Simpkin up there, but it drops pretty much where he was aiming, Townsend. And then Manly have to roll their sleeves up.
Yeah, very good set from the Cowboys after being in trouble.
Trebojevic feeding Saab. Saab gets up, hobbling. It seemed innocuous, but he's still hobbling there. Clutching it over the knee or a quad. The trainer deals with him there. Brown, risky. It was line ball, but Aloye does well to hold on to it.
Just line ball, that one.
You get the feeling things are going to happen around Nathan Brown in these last 15 and a half minutes. And he's put in a good stint so far. We'll see if he's there to the end. Feldt, bit of niggle from Trebojevic. It's going to be a good test for Todd Smith too, the referee. Jordan McLean returning. There goes here, Taulagi isolating Cherry Evans. Garrett there as well. If it gets that far, we've got a couple of special field goal kickers, Cherry Evans and Val Holmes. And that is if it gets that far. Getting closer to that stage, although a lovely pass. Oh, it's put down. Fini Fuiaki again after the wonderful work from Drinkwater and Dearden.
Great ball from Drinkwater, and then Tommy Dearden almost got himself through that hole there, but decided after a Manly hand got onto him. Oh, Manly made the error.
Boy, they're self-destructing here, the Seagulls.
Ruben Garrick just trying to push one there. Jake Simpkin not ready for it.
Tom, where do you want it?
Centre field taking some risks. Hands on knees, hands on hips.
That's a couple of times now that the Cowboys have given them possession back, but they haven't been able to do anything with it because they've made their own mistake. Garrick flips it out. Well, it was off his chest and then his head. Did he get a hand to it? Anyway, it's gone now.
Hey, Super Saturday's great. Sunday tickets going to be a beauty as well. Special day at the football stadium Allianz with Joe Maria Hargreaves celebrating a massive milestone against the Dragons, looking for some revenge after Anzac Day. And then Canberra Newcastle finish us off. 2 games tomorrow on Fox League. And the Cowboys here, working it up to the 30. 2 tries in this second half. Taumalolo. Oh, he's flipped by Simpkin, who was left on the ground. And Simpkin was hobbling back to his position. Comes to Drinkwater. Vinny Feriaki holds on and almost gets through. Cherry Evans.
Great save. Great stop, Cherry Evans, on a big man.
Desperate stuff from the Manly 7. Dearden on the last. Out it goes to Townsend. Had to wait for the ball to get to him. Talau, great catch. And Feldt went up there with him.
Boy, if Manly needed something special there from Tommy Talau, he produced. What a take it was up against Kyle Feldt. It's a battle. Jason Saab has left the field.
Yep.
That's not good for Manly.
No. Not at all. Great save from Tommy Talau. Manly here exploring, spreading it in their own 20. Garrett, he draws in the defenders. Puts his man Lehigh Hopewadi in harm's way. That's a welcome to the game for young Lehigh. First time off the bench in first grade.
Did you think Kyle Feldt tackled Tommy Talau in the air then?
Brady, I watched you and I thought we were about to get a second blow up, and I was frankly disappointed that you held the gun in the holster.
Yeah, we're moving on there.
He's working it up here. Randy, let that go, because with 12 minutes left, there's a lot of time for more drama. With the scores locked at 18 all. Cowboys now giving it some air. So handy for Lehigh Hopewadi to be on the bench, a back, replacing a back in Jason Saab. Robson for Dearden. Now into Feriaki, nice and fresh. And now Olakawatu gets up a little gingerly. Back to the open side as Dearden goes long for Taumalolo. Ball playing for Townsend. On it goes Nane with the extravagant flick. Vailea takes it. Steadies. And happy to take the tackle. Big play this. Just outside the 10. Townsend for the contest. Finiferiaki's in there. Cherry Evans comes up with it, and he holds it. Manly ball.
A couple of big takes, haven't there, from Manly in the last couple of sets. Tommy Talau, now Daly Cherry Evans.
There are Manly players behind the plays. Hands on hips. Tom Drabojevic is on his haunches. They are wilting here, Manly, but they're holding on. But Garrick dragged back to his 10. The tank is nearly empty. Talau. Tough run.
That's play 4.
But only up to the 20. Cherry Evans. Little gallop onto Brooks. Kohler. Great tackle, Kyle Feldt.
Fantastic stuff. And look where Manly need to kick the ball from.
This is going to need every bit of the veteran's boot. Cherry Evans. That time it was a decent chase from the Cowboys. And it's great field position for them. Scott Drinkwater. Goose-stepping his way, almost a halfway. We've got a stack of field goal kickers. Chad Townsend loves kicking them. Holmes can kick them from distance. Drinkwater's got one. Holmes to the 40. Now Cotton. Back for Taumalolo. Another bustling run. 3 needed to put him away. 2 tackles left. McLean, Cotter the decoy. Townsend gets it on. Nane splashing off Talau, who comes back and rips the ball out. That is a sensational play by Tommy Talau.
Well, they were on the back foot there, Manly. The Cowboys had them. They just couldn't find the right person to give the ball to. Jordan McLean ran a long way before he passed the ball. And they really had Manly's defence backpedaling. Nane, who's been a handful for Manly all night, looks like he was going to get away there, and Tommy Talau steals the ball.
Manly's challenge. How do they get to the other end? Hopewadi. That's tackle 5. Brooks. This time not so much pressure as he gives it the lot. And Feldt on his try line. Manly up in a line. The tension growing here.
Well, that's the sort of kick they needed. Kyle Feldt taking that one on his try line, but already they're up to the 20 and over it.
Nathan Brown, his night perhaps over, but if it goes to Golden Point, they might need more of him. Here is Drinkwater. Now it's Taulagi. And lining up Val Holmes. Just over halfway. On the last, it'll be Townsend. They've had to gallivant before kicking. And again, Talau the target. Easier this time for Talau. Manly back in familiar territory.
Well, Chad Townsend ran 10 metres there before he kicked the ball. That's because that was a 50-metre set from the Cowboys on the back foot again. Manly just couldn't come forward to put any pressure on Chad Townsend. If you didn't know the score, you'd think the Cowboys were winning comfortably. They are marching down the field, whereas Manly are really battling for their metres.
They didn't bomb all those tries in the first half. It's probably all over. Although, in fairness, Manly butchered one as well. Simpkins short side. Cherry Evans. Oh, got away from Tamalolo, who slipped. Now onto Hopewadi. He's away. Hopewadi, but he's got no one to give it to, but he takes the tackle. This is his close. Hang on, penalty.
Cherry Evans must have been taken down.
He's 30 metres out on the sideline. It's kickable, but it's tough.
Just wait.
It's kickable, but it's near the sideline.
Hang on. Time off.
Cherry Evans down the short side there.
So here's a replay.
Ruben Cotter, Wiz.
Hang on, what have we got here?
Here's Cherry Evans, and the slip from Jason Taumalolo opens things up, but Cherry Evans dummies and steps his way into the clear. Lei Hopewadi, and it was Ruben Cotter. Well,
hang on, that's not a penalty.
I don't think it is either.
Short penalty.
Wow. High controversy here in Townsville.
Ruben Cotter grabs Daly Cherry Evans, mate. No, he can't grab a support play, mate. It's a penalty here.
Well, let's call that a delayed reaction. Now
there was barely contact made, and then Cherry Evans.
Now that's a veteran move.
Well,
so
there, just tugged him on the, just tugged the jersey again. He didn't need to do that because it had no impact on Cherry Evans, but that just gave the officials the chance to step in.
But Cherry Evans knew how to sell it. And now Manly not going for goal. Surely a shot comes here, Greg Alexander, if they hold on to it.
I think so.
They haven't had a chance. They haven't had the ball at this end. Daly Cherry Evans has kicked 27 field goals. 11 have been game winners over his storied career. Simply to the 10. This would be a moment for Tom Trebojevic. But he won't get a moment. Cherry Evans won't get a moment. Simply wants to challenge, and he's talked Daly Cherry Evans into it. Now, this would be a penalty in front if it is overturned.
On-field ruling is a knock-on when trying to play the ball. Manly are challenging.
Well, before we have a look at the replay, I thought that there was a Cowboy foot that touched the ball as he was coming back around the ruck.
Well, Toff simply plays the ball. Jeremiah Nanai's hand comes back through the ruck. This is ruck interference.
Penalty in front.
The challenge is successful.
Penalty in front, and Manly surely will take the lead.
They don't have to worry about a field goal. I'll take the 2 points, Dan.
That's why you keep the challenge.
And Nane, whether on purpose or not, makes contact with the ball as he's trying to get himself back to first marker.
Now, 6 minutes to go, so she's not over, but this puts Manly back in front if and when Garrick slots this one through.
Well, you're right. This half of football has seen the Cowboys score 2 tries, square things up, and win just about every set with the ball. Make easy meters, Manly battling to make meters. Ruben Garrick will put them in front with just under 6 minutes left on the clock.
At 18 all, when the Cowboys went back-to-back, you'd swear they'd be the better chance to go on with it than Manly taking the lead, 20-18, with 5.5 minutes to go.
They scored tries in the 52nd and the 55th minute to square things up. Here's the penalty, the original one. Now, that was all right, but then he went for the second grab. And although there wasn't much in it, the touch judge saw it, he fell over, and here's the second penalty, 3 plays after the tap kick, and Nene makes contact with the ball.
That one's indisputable, the second one. And the first one might have been a bit ticky-tack, but the Cowboys have only conceded 1 penalty before those 2. Now Manly, it's theirs to lose with 5 minutes to go. Aloye carting it up.
Well, they're completing at 65% this half, so they'll need to improve that over the next 5 minutes if they're to win Manly.
Just a reminder, they've got one of the great two-point kickers, potential two-point kickers in Val Holmes, the Cowboys. You can boot them from distance, but it's Manly here with the ball, and Aloye to halfway. Solid set post points.
I think that's that they've made more metres in that set than any other set in the second half.
That feels right. Now here's Feldt bringing it back. Well, the Cowboys have had a pretty easy time of it marching it upfield in this second half against a tiring Manly side, although Vailea doesn't go too far here. They might only get a couple of cracks at it here, North Queensland, with 4 minutes left. Taulagi might have been on the outside of Cherry Evans, but not Garrick. This would be a fabulous win for Manly if they can hold on. Dearden
through the dummy, but no one fell for it. Garrick and Cherry Evans making the tackle again.
That's 4 gone very quickly. Through the hands, here's Townsend. On it goes Vailea with a hint of space. Brushes off Tom Trbojevic, but Tom holds on primarily with the help of Brooks. Last tackle. It's, Drinkwater, he goes for 2. He gets a fair chunk of it, and it is over. It is a field goal. It's tied up again.
You can't be serious.
Scott Drinkwater's second career field goal, and this one counts for 2.
Well, you said they might only get a couple of cracks at it. Drinkwater didn't wait for the second crack. 40 metres out and just slots it. I did not think they would do it on the first one. I thought they'd put it deep and try and force an error, but Scott Drinkwater has nailed it with an absolute beauty. 20 apiece, 3 minutes to go. What a play from Drinkwater.
Not much room to spare, but it doesn't matter. He nailed it.
Well, you thought they might go to Drinkwater, but I was thinking try-scoring chances with Drinkwater. You'd said Val Holmes, who's a great 40-plus metre field goal kicker. Drinkwater takes his opportunity and nails it.
You suspect some teams might have tried to... Is it held? Nene! He's put it down! He's put it down! Manly ball! Another twist! And I think he's conceding here. They've still got their challenge, although, no, they are going to look. That looked like a guilty. That looked like a guilty number 12 for North Queensland.
An awkward kick-off there. And the ball was dropping as it was coming to Nene. Oops.
Jeremiah Nene knocks the ball on. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Got to challenge it, but that's a pretty simple one. So now Manly. And we go back to where we were a few minutes ago. Cherry Evans, perhaps, likely. What about Brooks? He's kicked game-winning field goals. Now it's Manly's chance. This is a seesawing last few minutes.
Cherry Evans and Jake Trbojevic just talking about things. When do they take it? Do they wait until the last play, or do they get it done earlier than that? You don't want to get too close. They're already at the 10-metre mark. You don't want to be too close.
That's the 10-metre line. And it's Tom Trbojevic labouring into the defence. Simpkin looking back to the middle. It's a nice straight forward run here from Sipley. Cherry Evans is in front of the posts. But not yet.
You need to quick play the ball.
Aloye Cherry Evans again in front of the post. But again distributing. Brooks on tackle 4. Tom Chaboyevich. Cherry Evans. They rush up on him. He gets it away. No good. No good. Great pressure from the Cowboys. And now they get it on the 20. They get it on the 20 with 7 tackles. It's golden point come early. And one of the great closers in the game misses from adjacent to the post.
He stood in a position you would normally stand to pass the ball. I'm surprised he didn't give himself just another couple of metres depth on that shot. They were close to start, and it proved the difference there.
They're going to get close here, the Cowboys, if they hold on to it. Another dramatic finish on this Super Saturday.
The defence were able to make an impact on Cherry Evans then.
Tamalolo. Well, they've proven they can kick it from anywhere, the Cowboys. So they're close enough now to have a shot, obviously. Cotter on tackle 4. Comes to Tamalolo.
Oh, good run.
What a powerhouse run.
He hung on there, Jake.
This will be from just outside the 30. Townsend, he shoots.
He's missed it
He
to
has
the left.
pulled it. No goal. 20 all that remains.
It's gone across the face of the goalpost there. Off the boot, it looked good. From side on.
The pressure on these experienced kickers. Townsend, 20 field goals, but not one there. Now Manly, they have to muster the energy to get up the other end, but they do have an extra tackle. They perhaps will get the last shot at it here. We're about to have our second golden point game on this Super Saturday. Geez, you'd be filthy if you didn't have Fox League. What a day. Here's Cherry Evans to halfway. Manly weaving down the middle. Big tackle. Ball's come out. Knock on. Cowboys need to pack this quickly. Cowboys will get a shot.
Well,
He's going to challenge.
Had to challenge.
He's going to challenge.
Liam, captain's challenge from Manly. Yeah, on-field ruling is a knock-on. Manly are challenging.
Well,
Did he read it well, or did he move too quick?
He did get there quickly, didn't he? Well, Robson there.
Reece Robson has been cleared as square at marker. We're
That's
playing
fine.
on.
That's fine. He was onside. That's great play from Reece Robson.
The Origin dummy
Boy.
half for New South Wales has come up with what might be a match-winning play. Cowboys ball, it would
Jackson
seem.
loses possession. We need to now get perspective, whether it's forward or backwards.
Hang on.
It's gone.
The ball is knocked towards the Cowboys' dead ball line.
It's gone forward. He did hang on to it, Jake Simpkin, but he wasn't.
This is a
able to
knock-on.
push it.
The challenge is unsuccessful.
So
Boys,
It was worth the challenge. They had to challenge that man.
they've basically got the full set to get this right.
They've got a minute. Yep.
Never easy for Anthony Seibold. Another dramatic finish for Manly. Cowboys have had a few of these, particularly here at Queensland Country Bank Stadium.
Off the back of a Cherry Evans run that got them to halfway, they still had 5 tackles up their sleeve. And Jake Simpkin runs. Val Holmes almost through the tackle of Garrick.
Great start to the set, though, for the Cowboys. They inch closer. Finefeliaki almost to the 30. Manly desperately holding on. Cowboys another chance to finish it. McLean up the middle. Manly can't give away a penalty. Oh, slipping over there was Aloye, but he had help. He needed it, but they're inside the 20. Townsend is poised, but it goes the other way. Finefeliaki almost there. Last tackle. They have to get it right here. Deep. Townsend in front. It's touched Manly.
It's gone out to the
and
right.
it's sprayed away. It's a dropout, but it won't matter. Time will beat them. And Townsend, a second shot. This time it's Manly's chase that saves it.
Well, again, Finefeliaki got to the try line. It was always going to be tough for Chad Townsend to get the time to kick it. Jake Trbojevic out of the line. That's going over if Jake doesn't make a touch and gets enough of the ball to push it out to the right. What a play from Manly skipper.
Because it was a try-scoring opportunity or points, it's time off. So Manly have to put this back into play. Cherry Evans goes low, but the Cowboys will get a shot.
Here it is.
They rush up. They're offside, Manly. Townsend shoots. And no good. No good. Can't challenge. They've used their challenge. And high drama and confusion. Another chance goes. And it's 20-all. And it feels fitting that this contest goes beyond the 80-minute mark.
Well, Manly and Anthony Seibold and Todd Payton must be sitting there wondering what is going on. Here's the Scott Drinkwater field goal from 43 metres out. There was still 3 minutes left on the clock, and so much happened after that. Drinkwater, on their first opportunity to kick a two-point field goal, they take it. Drinkwater nails it. But then there was a fair bit that happened after that.
Yeah, Cherry Evans
sprays one out to the right.
You would put your house on him making that.
Yeah, he was just a bit close to the play the ball. Chad Townsend pushes across the face. He gets it left. They still had another chance. Jake Trebojevic gets a hand to the ball because the kick from Townsend was going over, and then the last one, Manly came from everywhere. I'd be surprised if you said they were offside.
But it would be a brave referee to blow offside there. But and they were next to Todd Smith on his right. But I'm sure if you peeled open every field goal shot in that scenario, the defenders would be offside. Here we go.
Tails it is. What do you want to do? Kick off. Go, try. You want to go, Tom? Right, so you're kicking off that way.
So
right,
Cowboys might get the first crack here. Bold decision by Cherry Evans.
Yeah, the Queensland halves shake hands and go back to their respective teams. Cherry Evans opted to kick the ball off.
That's the bold choice. Now, just to put a cap on it, why they got another shot, the Cowboys, because last 5 minutes, ball out of play, point scoring opportunity, clock stopped.
Yep.
But they couldn't take advantage.
No, Cherry Evans just pushed one to the touchline low and hard, and they couldn't get close enough to centre field, and they were on the right side for a right foot kicker, which made it difficult. And they were able to get through and put enough pressure on Chad Townsend. That man's the best field goal kicker out there. And if they get a chance, I don't think he'll miss again.
6 golden point winning plays, the most by anyone. We've had golden point for 22 years. He has the most golden point winners. But you've got match winners for the Cowboys, and look at it.
You got Holmes, you got Townsend, who have all kicked field goals.
Cowboys' record here is fantastic in golden point. Manly, they've been to golden point already. They drew with the Warriors, who are also in golden point today. Here we go. Extra time here on Fox League. A draw for Manly would be interesting because it would put them back on an even amount of points, and then for and against is a factor. But let's worry about that later as the Cowboys rolling forward. Nene, 15 short of halfway. Robson, that was a sharp play the ball. And Drinkwater marching it downfield. Robson again. No markers. He can just take all the meters on offer. And this is a wonderful set. Incredible set. The final play of this set, and here he comes, Val. Like a tractor engine, but that one he doesn't quite get flush.
Well, for the Cowboys, good, it didn't go dead. It does give Manly a 7-tackle set. And they come up with some big defence there. Ruben Potter driving Kolu Tola backwards towards the 10-metre line.
Now, Manly are back to where they've been for the last, 20 minutes of regulation, just rolling their sleeves up and appearing fatigued. Quite remarkable they've even got this far, Manly, considering they seemed out on their feet. And this all started because Cherry Evans elected to give the ball to the Cowboys to start this golden point period. Bullimore just outside the 30. Now it's Brown. On to Cherry Evans. Oh, Olakawatu throws a hospital pass. Cowboys ball. Full set inside Manly territory.
Well, they just kept moving forward, that defensive line of the Cowboys, and Talangi put himself in a position. Push pass there from Olakawatu, and they make an error coming out on their first set.
Townsend's had 3 shots missed. Holmes just had a shot missed. Drinkwater, he got the 2-pointer. They're up to the 20. They'll be in great position when they choose to to pull the trigger. Dearden back for Taumalola. Up to the 10. What a second half he's had. Townsend poised again, but he's the decoy. Holmes deep all the time in the world. He's pulled it. No goal. Another miss.
Well, that one, he had more time than any other kicker has had tonight. And I think we've had 5 or 6 shots at field goal. That one, he had all the time in the world, probably too much time to think about it, and just struck it ordinarily. Just did not hit it well at all.
Now the gift for Manly, the extra tackle. Tom Trbojevic, he seems to be wincing into every hitter.
An exhausting game to come back into.
Yeah, in the humidity as well, on a damp surface. Now Nathan Brown, and distributes onto Simpkin. Brooks captured, but that's only tackle 3. Nathan Brown charging. 2 plays left. Cherry Evans watching it all unfold. Now he's in front of the posts, waiting for the play the ball. Here it comes. Cherry Evans from 30. He has kicked it. He's the greatest. He's the best Golden Point closer in the game. It's Daly Cherry Evans, the 7th time he has won a game for Manly after the 80-minute mark. And Manly, against the odds, against momentum, have scored a massive win here in Townsville.
Oh, what a victory for Manly. They didn't look like winning in the second half. It was the Cowboys scoring the 2 tries, getting it to 18-all. There was half a dozen shots on field goal. Val Holmes had the perfect opportunity. That man, Drinkwater, got it to 20-all with a 2-pointer. Val Holmes misses. Daly Cherry Evans doesn't.
You can give him 1 shot from in front. You can't give him 2. This could make a season for Manly, and for the Cowboys, that is a devastating loss. They will drop to 9 and 8. Their position in the 8 still very much theirs. But Manly, now they're back in the hunt. And it's Daly Cherry Evans, field goal number 28 in his career. The 7th in Golden Point. The next best is 4 in terms of Golden Point winners. That was never missing.
That was never missing. That's as good as it gets from Cherry Evans. Struck it perfectly. What a great clutch player he is, Cherry Evans.
And they faced another loss, went up by 12 or more. But this is what it means. They've been in so many close ones, Manly.
They can't believe it.
They've got 2 games at home coming up. Now all of a sudden things are looking up for the Seagulls. 8 and 7. Full time, Manly 21, North Queensland 20. What a game.